Hey, what's up? If you don't know me and you're new to the channel, my name is Josh, and I will be sharing a Bible story with you. Today, I am repping Jeff Gordon. So it's not technically a jersey. I mean, it's a jacket for a NASCAR driver, but Jeff Gordon is the absolute GOAT. Best driver ever. 4-time champion. Should have won more if they didn't change the stupid point system. Doesn't matter. Jeff's a GOAT. And I am repping him today because I got a reason. I'm intentional in what I do. Today, I'm talking about Joseph and his big, flashy, obnoxious coat. So I am wearing the most obnoxious coat that I own, and probably more than most of you own. It's got flames on the side, if you can see it. So I'm going to start with, and actually the next few videos I do are going to be about Joseph and kind of his journey. And I'm going to try to go quick with these. These are videos that usually end up longer than I want them to be, but you can watch them at 2x speed. You should be all right. But I'm going to start in Genesis 37 with Joseph's dream. So if you don't know the whole story, Joseph is a descendant of, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob here in the Old Testament, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. One of them is Joseph here. He had 11 brothers, but Joseph was his favorite. And so there was issues because he gave Joseph this brightly colored coat to show that he was his favorite, and everybody hated him for it. Bit of a problem, but that's where we are in this story. And then we see Genesis 37. I'm going to read 5 through 8. God gives Joseph a dream. Now Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him even more. So he said to them, "Please hear this dream that I have dreamed. There we were, binding sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheaf arose and stood upright, and indeed your sheaf stood all around and bowed down to my sheaf." And his brother said to him, "Shall you indeed reign over us, or shall you indeed have dominion over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. So it started with a word from God. God gave him this vision, this dream, this thing on his heart. And that's great. God will speak to you. He'll give you something directly, even young. I mean, he was like a teenager when this happened. Even if you're young, God will give you something, but it might be for later. So remember that, hold on to that, and then what he didn't do was protect it. God gives you a dream, protect it. I talked about in my last video is how important it is to have people in your life that can encourage you, right? And help you. But there are also people in your life that you can't be sharing everything with, because even unintentionally, they might discourage you and say, "Oh, really? You're going to start this? You're going to do that?" And just put seeds of doubt. But then also there are people that might be actively rooting against you, like Joseph's brothers. And we'll see this here, that because he didn't protect his dream, because he told his brothers what God had showed him, verse 18 to 28. Now when they saw him, this is his brothers, when they saw him afar off, even before he came near to them, they conspired against him to kill him. Then they said to one another, "Look, this dreamer is coming. Come therefore, let us now kill him and cast him into some pit, and we shall say some wild beast has devoured him. We shall see what will become of his dreams." But Reuben heard it and delivered him out of their hands and said, "Let us not kill him." And Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit, and which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him." And he was saying that, it says, that he might deliver him out of their hands and bring him back to his father. So it came to pass, when Joseph had come to his brothers, they stripped Joseph of his coat, the coat of many colors that was on him. They took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty, there was no water in it, and they sat down to eat a meal. I'm tired, man. Beating up your little brother is probably exhausting and makes you hungry. So they sat down to eat a meal. They lifted their eyes, they looked, and there was a company of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices, balm, and myrrh, on their way to carry them down to Egypt. So Judah said to his brothers, "What profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Now let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him. For he is our brother." What a nice guy, "and our flesh. So let's not kill him. Let's sell him to slavery, because, might as well profit, right? If we're gonna, what good does it do to just kill our brother? Let's profit from him." And his brothers listened, and the Midianite traders passed by. So the brothers pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. And they took Joseph to Egypt. So he told his brothers his dream. They sold him into slavery, not out of compassion, but because they wanted, he's like, "Oh, we shouldn't hurt our brother." But then it's because they wanted something, all right? So if God gives you a dream, you have to protect it, right? So especially we're coming into the new year, 2026. I don't know if you make resolutions, if you write stuff down. I would encourage you to take some time and pray about what God has for you in 2026. And when God gives you something, because he will, I promise you, if you take the time to listen, God will speak. Write it down. Tell trusted people who will support you. Like I talked about in the last video, we need people. You need people that will encourage you, that will support you. But then don't tell everyone. Some people literally will actively try to stop you, like Joseph's brothers. Maybe it's people that are jealous or mad at you for whatever reason. People might try to hurt you, but then even some might just discourage you in good intentions. I remember, in college, I switched my degree to broadcast journalism, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be a sports broadcaster. And a lot of people were like, oh, really? It's a pretty competitive field, which is, I guess, nice way of saying good luck. Probably not going to happen. And then I remember when I wrote my book, my sports devotional book, which if you need a Christmas present, probably too late to get at this point, but you can buy it on Amazon. Everything I know I learned from sports by Josh Cohen. It's on Amazon. But when I wrote that, I just remember not telling anyone. Like, finally I told my wife, I told her parents, I told my parents, but even that was kind of over time. And then I was just making sure that I only told people that would support me, because what I didn't need was to tell someone, hey, I'm going to write this book. God gave me this idea for this book. And then them to go, really? You going to write a book? I had my own doubts. I didn't need somebody else discouraging me in that. So if God gives you a dream, write it down. Tell trusted people who support you, but don't tell everyone. Protect that dream. Hold on to it, because the dream that God gave you may be for later down the road. I'm going to get to that in my later videos. That's all for now. Remember, God will speak to you when he gives you a dream. Write it down, protect it, and hold on to it for the future.